again with another live video. I just wanted to talk about the title, and that title is WTH is mind prepping. 1 second, let me turn this radio down. All right, I'm gonna just give it a few minutes for some folks to get in here and try to reach the minds of the people. I just want to reach the minds of the people, y'all. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for the honey. I'm doing this to ease the minds of the people. Wherever you may be watching from, I just hope and pray that you have the peace needed to come over you and make it during these times. I'm going to start, I guess, making a date and time, Pacific time, that I'll be coming on. So the subscribers will be able to log in or chime in the live chat about these topics. As you can see, I have various items on the table that pertain to some of the topics that I'll be or the topic that I'll be getting into today. As I say, lots of folks have just kind of experienced a lot of trauma and anxiety. We got buildings collapsing, and our infrastructure is failing. But I don't want our people to be in fear. Fear is not an emotion or a feeling that will always get us through. Especially without a plan. I'm just kind of here waiting. I'm just kind of rambling, waiting on some folks to get in. Looks like I have one person in the chat or in the room so far. Drop a comment. Let me know who you are. I don't know if you know how this works, but I can't see who you are till I see a comment. Wave a hand. Tell me where you're from. What brought you here? Yeah, so today we're just talking about the topic on the title, what the H is mind prepping? What the H is mind prepping? So recently I was watching some documentaries and some videos of people who go through traumatizing events, whether it's a natural disaster or economic disaster. You look at the folks in Venezuela, what they went through. Man, they were left holding useless money. They had wheelbarrows of money, taking them to the store. The money hardly had any value. It was like a couple pennies to a $10 bill. Folks had wheelbarrows full of money, trying to buy like milk or toilet paper or different things like that. So what is mind prepping? What does mind prepping have to do with the topic at hand? Mind prepping is mentally preparing, right? I mean, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So you got to have a plan, right? If you don't have a plan, things will just kind of fall apart. When you look at, what happened to Texas, and the city didn't have a plan. So looking at it from a macro view, the city did not have a plan. They were hit with a natural disaster and people died in their homes. Like, nobody broke in their homes and assaulted them, or they didn't experience violence. They just experienced that the city was not able to take care of them by sending heat to their home. So where was mind prepping, right? Those folks that died didn't have a plan, or they were away from their family. They were unconnected with a network, and their family, didn't have time to go check on them, or was too busy worrying about themselves, and left old folks to die in their homes. They froze to death. Yeah, life is pretty tough when you're unprepared, and it's tough when you are prepared, because sometimes a monkey wrench can come against the plans that you have and completely knock them out, completely knock your plans out. So mind prepping, you got to open your mind. What are you missing in your life? Look at some areas in your life. Do what we call in the business world a SWOT analysis, SWOT. So when you look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threat of yourself, of your business, of any given situation, right? Every situation has strengths in it. Every situation has some weaknesses in it. Every situation has opportunities. And every situation, unfortunately, has those things that we call threats. Threats to collapse our economic status, our financial situation, our love life, our relationships, um, the love our kids have for us. They say if your kids don't hate you just a little bit, you're not doing a good job. So, you could be a threat to your own situation, right? But looking at a SWOT analysis, you're able to, um, well, let me get a pen real quick and show you what a SWOT analysis look like since I'm talking about it. One second, I'm writing it out. So this is what a SWOT analysis looks like. You draw a line, pretty much across, and you got your strengths. You list your strengths here. You list the weaknesses here. You list your opportunities here, and you list your threats here. What you want to do is take your weaknesses and threats and at least convert them to either opportunities or at least to strengths. All these are interchangeable. What you want to do is convert your weaknesses, the things that you list, into opportunities or strengths. Let me give you an example of that. A person can have OCD, right? Obsessive compulsive disorder, or ADHD. They could have something like that. And OCD, they're probably very organized. ADHD, they're probably very hyper, pretty active. So how can OCD become a strength or an opportunity? Well, the person who's OCD is very organized, right? I mean, they can start an organization company, organizing folks, paying $250 an hour to come in and set you up with some organization shelves and get everything organized and labeled and things of the sort. But also, it can ruin a relationship. If you're yelling and screaming at your family for not having everything straight and lined up, because that's the way you are, and you expect them to be the same way that you are. And your OCD can drive family members nuts. People break up behind somebody's always nagging or ragging on them because they didn't do things the way that they wanted it done. Or somebody OCD would have a fit that this is sideways and this is straight, or different things like that. So OCD could be a weakness or a threat, but how do you convert it into an opportunity or a strength? You look at the good sides of these things. OCD can now go over here, if you're thinking about it in a business asset or a person. Let me write person. Sorry about that, it's so sloppy. And I'm writing BZ for business, right? You can create a business out of your disorder. Or, these D's mean, deficit. A lot of times these are labeled as disorders in the DSM-5, or, in life, I'll say. So yeah, you can, now the person who's attention deficit, they may not pay attention, but if they ADHD with the H, they're hyper, right? Those are people who are always thinking, right? You get 10 of those people in a room and get them hyperactively thinking, all of a sudden their disorder turns into a threat, right? You get kicked out of school for not paying attention. So it's definitely a threat, right? But it can be an opportunity to brainstorm, business plan, think for people, it can become a strength, a superpower, right? So when you're doing a SWOT analysis on your situation, if Texas would have did a SWOT analysis and saw that, their emergency response system was weak to be able to respond to people who are in need. They would have been able to turn that weakness or threat into an opportunity to better their infrastructure system, to be able to assist the individuals that lived in their city, who pays taxes, who ultimately pays their salary, their public employees. So their stockholders, stakeholders, their stakeholders are the individuals who pay their salaries. These individuals were unconcerned that they weren't ready, right? So back to mind prepping. What is mind prepping, right? Hey, Mr. Infed, Rick, how you doing, my friend? Back to mind prepping. When we talk about doing a SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. When you do one of these, you can turn your weakness and your threat into opportunities or strengths. So that's mind prepping, thinking about a plan, right? How can I overcome this? Or, how can I do, if my wife in a marriage, if my wife, I don't have a wife, I'm not married, but I'm saying if an individual's married, if your wife is tired of you always pissing on the toilet, excuse my language. You guys know women hate men pissing on the toilet. Then, do an assessment about the situation, and just the plan is to wipe it up, right? Wipe the piss off the toilet, and you won't have her nagging at you or ragging on you or, threatening to leave after 20 years of dealing with it or wanting to sleep in a different room, right? Doing a SWOT analysis is pretty easy, but that's mind prepping. So the question is, what the hell is mind prepping? Mind prepping is creating a plan. And what you're missing in your life was my next piece. What you're missing in your life probably sometimes is a plan. But unfortunately, they call people with plans preppers. People that are preppers are doomsdayers, right? And but it's just emergency preparedness. It's nothing about a doomsday. There's no doom and gloom here or no depression. I don't care nothing about a doomsday. It's just going to show me a chance to be able to be better prepared. So when the next doomsday or next collapse or something happens, it just shows me where I had areas of weakness at, right? And what was a threat to me, so I can tighten up my game, right? You don't lighten up, you tighten up. That's what I always heard. Proper preparations leads to a better performance. So what are the things that are missing in your life? You guys, look at how I did that SWOT analysis real quick. And do one on yourself. Look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and your threats. And think about how you can turn your weaknesses and your threats into opportunities and into strengths. All right, so re-entry after last year's. I don't want to say the words. They'll demonetize, or not that I get money from these videos anyway, but they'll pull your videos or cut you off from the views or whatever the heck they do. I don't want to experience it. I want to make sure that my viewers are able to come and hear what it is that I have to say. Once again, I'm not doing this for money. I am doing this just to have folks be better prepared in the community and to understand that they can be prepared. You can be prepared. You can be a mind prepper. You can open your mind and facilitate actionable steps that pertain to the growth and development of your family, ensuring security of your family, and being, a goal post for your family to make it and score winning touchdowns when it's, 2 seconds on the clock and you got to move and think fast, right? Lead Farmer 73. What? We got a celebrity in the house. We got Lead Farmer 73 in the house showing me some love. Man, I appreciate that. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. I got to put this on pause. Lead Farmer, you see that right there, right? You see what you done, right? You done did it again. You see that? That's all on you, man. That's you right there. You did that, man. You did the little Spitfire rocket stove, man. You contagious, my brother. You are contagious, man. I'm going to turn to a Lead Farmer hater real quick about what you did to me, man. You done did it, man. But I appreciate you, my brother. I thank you. Game recognized game, man. And all we can do is just grow and help the economy and help the culture and help our people one person at a time, man. And if we can spread this in a ripple effect to bring peace and serenity to individuals who, lack the ideas or lack the actionable steps to be able to, let me see. He says, when you use that one, you were taking me, but I swear, yeah, it was that or either the little round barbecue grill. you know what I mean? But I was thinking after I bought, I said, man, I can make this out of some gutter. I can take me a gutter and quickly convert one of these, man. You know what I'm saying? My brain gets to going and turning and spinning, man. But Silver Predator. Oh man, I appreciate you. What's going on, Silver Predator Casting? Lead Farmer, you should check him out, man. He does hand pours, man. He cooks that liquid, man, and makes silver bars and that type of stuff, man. You thought the same thing. I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Here we just talking about mind prepping. People being ready with a plan that can, help their families, hit a touchdown, man, in case financial collapse. We in a constant threat of financial collapse, violence, wars, natural disasters. I tell people, I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm a bright dayer. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the bright day in the gloom. I'm looking for the brightness to shine. I just want to be a light to shine for people. You know what I mean? Like Motel 6, we're going to always leave the light on. We're not snuffing out the lights over here and pushing that doom and gloom. We just got proper preparations that lead to a better performance. You know what I mean? And we going to display things for folks to be able to just have their mind open, right? So this is about open your mind. What you missing in life? He says, Silver Predator says, yeah, I've looked into ways I can make one of those. We just bought a wood burning stove and I have some excess pipe. I'm thinking about making one of those, right? Exactly. Look, he gonna say the same thing I'm saying. Lead Farmer, man, come on. You better quit being on the same wavelength with the game, man. Now, you got to cut that out. I know we about the same age, man. But we gonna have to stop thinking alike. I got grow tents and all that stuff, man. I make them aquaponic sets, man. I might give one away here pretty soon, brand new in the box, man. But, man, I appreciate everybody being here, man, Let's get this thing popping, man. And when you guys get a chance on your shows, man, just, don't I was going to say don't be a hater, man. Shout the game out, man. Shout the game out. Let them know, we all in this together, man. I'm not trying to steal nobody's people or nothing like that, but, much love, man, for everybody out here doing the work, man. Putting in the work, man. What's that? You said that's what drew me to you. I don't know. Are we thinking of like game recognized game? I know that's right, man. And I bought one of them bellows too, man. I seen you with the bellow. I said, man, this dude, he got it and thought of every damn thing. Yeah, man, look here, man. Shout out to Lead Farmer 73, man. Lead Farmer 73, man. Shout out to Lead Farmer, man. So yeah, this was about, and I'm gonna shoot back on this because I don't know if you guys seen this, man. But we was talking about a quick business analysis that somebody can do. It's called a SWOT analysis. You can do it for a person or a business or any situation. SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We was talking about how you can take you make a X, you put your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and you list them accordingly. And we talked about how you can turn weaknesses and threats into opportunities or strengths. Somebody with OCD can create an organization business, right? Where they come in for $250 an hour. They come in, organize somebody's house. Somebody who's ADHD, that's a weakness and a threat. Somebody who's both of these can come in and they can, hold on one second. Alexa, turn down 2 notches. Somebody with ADHD can come in and think for people, right? And be good brainstormers and brainstorm business ideas for folks, right? So we're talking about a SWOT analysis. And if you're lacking in any areas, you can do a SWOT analysis on yourself and be able to identify the areas that are weaknesses and threats and convert them into opportunities, right? So let's say I don't have any heat, right? And so that would be a weakness. That would also be a threat. If you look at the people in Texas, those old folks that died because the city's infrastructure had weaknesses and threats in their area, and they couldn't convert them into opportunities. They actually became threats, and the people died in Texas who didn't have heat. The old folks, right? They died. So how do you what do you do? You research a plan, and then you go watch Lead Farmer 73 or Big Mike at Silver Stacks Prepper, and you get you a rocket stove, right? And that's an area where you just strengthened it, right? You just created a fortitude, an area of fortitude where that used to be a weakness. That area used to be a threat, right? I mean, not that we would freeze, because we got, the big AC 200P waiting on that backup battery to come out on August 20th, and we're going to snatch that up too. But I just turned the area of weakness into a strength, as well as an opportunity to cook, to feed my son. You know what I mean? So it's about preparing. Proper preparations lead to a better performance, right? And so now we're talking about re-entry after the virus hit us, right? And everybody's lives was kind of knocked out of whack. A lot of people still trying to get their lives back together, right? I mean, you got inner health, you got inner health and mental wealth, you got spiritual wealth. A lot of people are in a state of depression. They're in a state of unsurety, I was talking about, but if you prepared, you have no need to fear when disasters and these type of things happening, but with a survival plan, you can learn how to get ready for all sorts of situations. Now, I got a few things typed over here. It says evacuation during an emergency such as a flood, fire, hurricane, or disastrous materials accident. Now, disastrous materials accident, you see I got the Tyvek suit over here. I don't know if y'all can see that good enough, but you got the Tyvek suit over there for something like a hazardous materials accident. Another one was emergency situation was handling a power or water outage that lasts for days or weeks. Are you ready to handle a power and water outage for days and weeks, right? Staying comfortable and safe during a quarantine, being prepared for a biological or chemical attack, having what you need to be comfortable during a long period of long-term employment, right? And so if something happens like that, then that's when your silver comes into play. And I know Lead Farmer, he's like, well, you can't eat silver. You can't eat silver. That's all right, but I can buy some food, damn it, with it. That's what I can do. You always be hating on that silver. You be hating on that silver a little bit, Lead Farmer. We're going to have to work that out. I might have to send you something to put something in your hand so you can be like, oh, okay, I see how that. Matter of fact, yeah, shoot me a P.O. box or something, Lead Farmer, man, so I can send you a piece of this old silver, man, so I can go on and get you on the silver crew. That's what we need to do. We just got to coax you right on in, man, so we can get you to change your mind. Because, 1 minute you'll be on this side, and then the next minute you'll experience something else, and then you'll kind of switch to the other side a little bit. Let's go on and get you into some of this silver where you need to be, because that might be an area of weakness for you. I don't know, man. And you say, I have a few things that you may want to add to your silver press. Man, these lives is fun, man. I like these lives, man. I used to make the videos, but I think I'm gonna be on the lives now. This is the shot for me, man. I like it. But yeah, so what are we doing for our inner health and our mental wealth, man? I mean, do we take time to meditate? Do we listen to good music when we get in the we get in the funk, man, or somebody dies, or something like that? Yeah, he says, okay, all right, there you go. Shh. I get it. We're going to be very, very quiet, little rabbit. We're going to make sure we hunting rabbits. We're going to make sure that, yeah, because see, you put your face on. And see, I started as a silver prepper, so, I ain't going to be putting my face on, because then people might be trying to follow the game home all around town. I got to make 5 lefts just to make a right, to make sure that blue sedan behind me wasn't somebody trying to stick a pistol in my back to get a nice big fat chunk of this old silver here, man, because, we not having that. We're going to be playing the lead game, the Lead Farmer game on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, smashing fast, immediately in speed. Some of that, that mind blowing stuff. I don't want to be noodle knocking nobody for trying to get a piece of my silver, man. But so I'm gonna keep my face off since I started as the silver prepper. I'm gonna just be talking hands. I'm gonna just be talking hands, man, because I'm in that silver game, hard and fast, man, hard and fast. But inner health, man. What are we doing, man? Are we trying to eat right? Are we? Well, yeah, of course. I got stuff stashed all over the state, man. I'm one of them. Used to be a mover and a shaker, man. So I got people all over the place. But yeah, mental health, man. We gotta work now. Now this is kind of where I get this from, y'all. I might have one of them emotional moments, man. This is where the passion come in at for what I do, for why I build facilities for nonprofit organizations, man, like mental health facilities and substance use facilities, and people re-entering into society from, transitioning from institutions, man. I had a partner, we came from California, man, and went to a couple places, and people kind of got excited about what it was we was doing, and started following the trend, right? And some youngsters, you know what I mean, they went to prison when they was young, man, went to the big house, and little guy was locked up for, I think he went at 16 or 17, man. Little guy was locked up for 20 years, man. Got out a couple months ago after 20 years. And, once again, but that mind prepping, right? Got out after 20 years, man. Married this lady who had been down with him for a while. She had an 11-year-old daughter. And he just couldn't get a job, man. The hood was trying to suck him back in. The hood was trying to suck him back in, and he couldn't do it, man. He said, no, I want to do right. I got a wife at home. I got an 11-year daughter, stepdaughter, even though I just did 20 years. Man, I'm trying to do right. He didn't know how to, use the phone, download apps, man. He was still cooking out of a cup and a stinger, man. He didn't really thought he was going to burn the house up with gas. And, so the guy's still cooking. He institutionalized, still cooking out of a stinger in a cup, man. Them old top ramen, them old prison meals, man. And couldn't get a job. I mean, he was just struggling, man. He was in the small town where the prison was and just struggling. And this is in relation to mind prepping, right? Being prepared. And she was on her monthly, and she asked for some tampons or something like that, and he didn't have no money. He was feeling in fear as a man. Now this man's 6'7", 250, swole as an ox, lifting everything in the prison, all the weights in the prison yard, and as a man couldn't provide, man. And went out, man, hit a lick on the pizza guy, man, got some food for the house, man, and went and got the tampons and whatever, and came back, man, and the story is, man, he felt like he couldn't take care of the family, man, so he shot his wife, man, and shot the 11-year-old daughter, man. After the daughter heard two shots to her mom, she hid in the shower and closed the curtain, and she's in there on the phone, and he came in and found her, man, and pulled the phone from her and hit her twice, with some hot ones, man. And she made it. I think the mom's in critical about to die, man, but they both was in critical. But the thing is, not having a plan, man. It's sad when people don't have a plan. They think life's over, man. This brother wanted to get rid of his family, man, because he couldn't provide as a man. And some men experience things like that after they transition from being in prison for so long. It's tough. It's tough to adapt to society, man. You got phones and everybody's telling you how easy it is, and you can download this app and get a job, man. He was scared of the phone. He didn't know how to, he didn't know what to do with the phone, man. Like he couldn't get a job. Big as a house, man. Big, swole, 22-inch arms, man. Curling 225 on the big bar. The squat bar, not the other one. The 55-pound bar, not the 45-pound bar. So it's just, that's right. He was broke, man. And he was one of the young homies, man. That when we came up here, man, he he had clung on, man, and so the ripple effects of the things that we do, how we prepare for other people, that we may affect other people and not even really know that we affect other people. There's a ripple effect to everything we do. And this is why I always say proper preparations lead to a better performance. We need to have our mind right. Our mental health needs to be right. We need to talk to people. Black folks don't talk to people about mental health, man. That's what we got to start doing, man. All people. We got to start talking about the problems that we have. And don't go unload it on your mama. Don't go unload it on your wife all the time. Man, seek help, man. The thing about this brother is that in the interview in the county, man, they came to visit him, and he was like, man, I was trying to get help. I didn't know what to do. I was trying to get help for me and my family. Like, we kept going to these places. You guys can check. And he said they was backed up 2 or 3 months. We couldn't even get an appointment. It's not enough workers. He said, so I'm giving this video, and it's on YouTube. He was saying, I'm giving this video. Now, this is my partner. This is one of my little young partners that was in the game, And he said, man, can't you guys just help the mental health system? You guys need to. I'm trying to get all the help I could. Now, he just snapped. He snapped. He couldn't do it. So as a people, we need to look out for one another. But you got to, self-preservation first. You got to have yourself together so you can help somebody else. But not always, because you can lead people in the right direction. And with that, that's all I'm trying to do is just help lead people in the right direction, because sometimes we'll lose it. Sometimes we'll snap. And then that means our inner and mental health is not really together. So it is a sad story, and it just happened on July 27th, man. His brother only got out for 2 months, man, and he know he going back forever, man, and all because he couldn't get a job, man, and buy some tampons, man, for her, man. He couldn't provide for the little daughter that wasn't his stepdaughter, man, and he couldn't put food on the table and couldn't help her take care of her menstrual, man, and went back in the house, man, and just tried to just take everything out, and it's sad. It is sad, man. And it does happen. It does happen a lot, and people don't understand, well, why would somebody just go in there and just do that? 2008 financial collapse did the same thing to people. It did the same thing, man. So being ready and being prepared and letting go of the, I got the Benz or I got the BMW and I pulled up a little better than the neighbor, and I think I heard Lev Farmer say the other day, man, we 50s, man, we on the 50 level, the 50-yard line, man. This might be halfway over. Look, the game, I'm trying to hit a field goal. I don't care nothing about the Benz and none of the lack. I done had Escalades and BMWs and hydraulics and lowriders and Impalas and all that stuff, and motorcycles and stuff. All that stuff don't mean nothing, man, when it comes to your life. So your inner and mental health is important. Now, how can you deal with the inner and mental health? You got to stop, look, and listen. Hold on, wait a minute. Ain't that a song by the Shy Lights? Wait, don't play. Look, watch out. Is that the Shy Lights? So, yeah, stop, look. Okay, that might be the Shy Lights. I'm from the old school, so, we might pop some of that. Talk about some Temprees and Temptations and Al Greens around here. But stop, look, and listen, man. Take a sec, go for a walk, and just stop, man. And just look. And just be quiet and listen. So you can hear peace. You got to look for some peace, man. You got to find that peace in society, man. And if you're in the city, get out. Get out. Get out. Not now, but right now. Immediately and speedily, man. The city ain't nothing, man. The city's where that's why people homeless in the city. You ain't homeless in the woods. That's where you choose to be. People homeless in the city. You in the concrete looking to grow something out the concrete to feed you. You got to go run to other people to get some food. You got to go to a brick store to get something that come out the ground, right? And when they don't have nothing else left in there, you just got some metal shelves and you can't eat that. So get out the city, man. But if you're in the city and you can't grow, get you an aquaponics setup, man, and go cracky method and just grow you some Swiss chard, some lettuce, some stuff like that on your patio, Enjoy the moment, man. Enjoy every moment on this life, on this earth. Enjoy every moment on this earth. Let all the anger and everything you got towards your family, your mom, your cousin, your auntie. Let all that stuff go. Let that stuff go. You know, life is too short. Let that stuff go, man. You know, you gotta love your people. That farmer said broke has said the 2008 guy lost it in the market. Right. He killed himself in a motorcycle accident. His family could continue. We rode together every weekend. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. That farmer says it's a shame how easy it is to fall into the trap of society. Right. Man, come on, man. It don't take much. Just one mistake and it can cost you your life. Man, all real talk. That's real talk right there, man. Real talk. I grew up in Atlanta drive-bys, man. Everybody I knew was dead in prison, man. By the time my grandfather used to be like, boy, you're going to be dead by the time you're 16. I made it to 16. You're like, boy, you're going to be dead or in jail by the time you're 18. Yep, 18. I'm sitting in the county jail on my way to prison. They were talking about 45 years, you know, and, one of them old LA boys, man, going to a different state and trying to floss and sauce and bring up that Erica Kane and all that, and thought I'm flossing and you know how it go, man. You know, you start going to the big house, man, and that's how life is. And unfortunately, that's the story of our people. You know, that's the story of our people. If, we start getting deep and sociological with it. We was targeted. You know, my uncle was a Black Panther, murdered by the LAPD. Check him out, Steve Bartholomew. So there's a cultural distinction on some of the things that some of us go through, and then there's just a worldly, earthly thing, or a nation oppression that we all go through, and unfortunately, it's monetary. But if you're African American and Hispanic or something like that, there's another type of oppression that we're going through. So you got to separate yourself from the weak-minded and try to point them in the right direction. Find your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you living? What are you doing this for? Hey, what up? It's Janda Woo. Janda Woo. What's the dealio? What's the dealio? Yeah. Wanda does that real estate, y'all. Y'all might have to go on and hit Wanda up, man. She do that real estate up here in Seattle, man. So email Janda Woo. Her name is Wanda, man. I don't know why she is, but that's the YouTube thing. But yeah, Wanda do that real estate, man. So y'all check her out up in Seattle here. Email her if you're trying to do something. But find your why, man. Why are you doing this? What do you need a plan for? Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You're gonna fail if you don't plan. Emotions are pleasant. Emotions are unpleasant. Find your moment of enlightenment, right? What can you do to lighten your load, to lighten your mental load? Sometimes this stuff gets heavy. This is, how they used to say back in the 60s and 70s, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. It's heavy, man. For real. It's heavy. You know how you just ate one of them good old Southern Sunday meals at your mammy house, man, and but you about 20 pounds heavier until you go hit that bathroom, man, and hit that number 2 out, man, and go coming out feeling about 10 pounds lighter. But it's heavy, man. And sometimes we got to find that moment of enlightenment. So what do you do when when you're experiencing long-term unemployment? What type of plan do we got to make it at the house? ECYT. What's going on, ECYT? Never seen you before, my friend. I appreciate having you on the channel. Seem like everybody know the lead. That Lizard. It looked like you might be a celebrity around this camp, man. You old lead, boy. Lead something else, man. I seen them old purple bell peppers you had too, man. Silver Predator. Yeah, man, Silver Predator, man. Another reason we stack, man. For them just in case moments. Right. A lot of financial advisors, they say you need to have 6 months, put up. A good 6 months put up. And unfortunately, most people don't got 500 put up. For real, man. They don't even have $500 put up, man. It's hard, man, and those are people that work every day. So we blessed to be able to put up, couple few $1,000s, man, and in silver, and just the fact that we can have all this little stuff, man. This is little stuff, man, and it's really important, y'all, to make sure that you, let me see, to make sure, once again, for those that just got here, make sure that, I know it looked like scribbles, but make sure that you do a SWOT analysis on yourself. Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Write down what your weaknesses are, write down your threats, try to convert them to opportunities, try to convert them to strengths. You know what I mean? Your strengths and opportunities can build business. I was saying earlier, if somebody's OCD, and it's a weakness, to people around you, like, man, you always cleaning up, you always fussing because something ain't lined up right, and all that type of stuff. It could be a threat, it could be a weakness to a relationship, but it also could be an opportunity for you to go buy a van and buy those little stackables with the drawers. You could buy some of them wholesale and start marketing yourself on Marketplace and OfferUp and Craigslist as an organizer, right? As somebody who comes in and organize houses, right? You can come in and organize that. That's how you turn a weakness or a threat into a business. Let me see what Wanda. She said, now, look, oh, she gonna have to watch Lead Farmer, because that's what will silver be tasty with seasoning and salt. No, but you can make silver colloidal and cure yourself, though. That's what you can do. You can cure yourself. But silver can take me down the street to go get me something nice and tasty. That's what it actually can do. It can go get me something real nice and tasty. That's how I'm gonna do that. He said, "Oh, you saw my peppers. We just bought this house a few months ago. Didn't want a chance to plant too much next year, though. I don't have a big garden." No, I was talking about Lead Farmer, man. Lead Farmer did a video, I think it was yesterday, with them purple peppers, man. He's a purple pepper eater. Lead Farmer's the purple pepper eater. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen no purple peppers. That was the first time I ever seen some purple peppers. But you got some Silver Predator? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Lead Farmer got the ones I like, them bananas peppers, man. Them joints is good. Yeah, them joints is real good. So yeah, once again, evacuation during an emergency such as a flood, fire, hurricane, or hazardous materials accident. Are you ready? Do you got a hazardous materials suit? Go get one from Fred Meyer's or somewhere. Go to one of them warehouses that sell that type of material for them workers. You know what I mean? And snatch you one up off of one of them nuclear biological suits from off of Amazon. What can you do to handle a power or water outage that lasts for days a week? There you go. One of them blue barrels that me and my boy used to make them aquaponics. One of them aquaponics systems out of. One of them chop and flips. Get you one of them blue barrels. You can get the food grade blue barrels for like $20, 2 for $30. And stack up some water, man. Luckily where I'm at now, we got a well system that we own, man, and so I hate to have to be moving. He said, I've been at this all my life, bro. I just don't garden. I do it all. I don't know. Get right. That's right, my brother. That's right. That's what the game taught us, man. To stack it up and be prepared, man. And a lot of us in here, we come from that culture, man. And unfortunately, those are some of the things that we learn. But, when you at the bottom of society, man, as a race and a culture, or people, or however it is, man, it gives you resiliency. We like, who was that, Bootsy? No, that was Temptations, the Rubber Band Man. You know what I mean? We got some snapback, man. We always got the snapback. We're gonna be able to make it out of nothing. And we do got a low suicide rate too, so we do got good snapback. So handling the power or water outage for days or weeks, man. I got the AC 200P. I'm waiting on that battery to come. Y'all know I got that mobile solar cart that I put together, that big gray one. I'm still working on building that with the Tracer EP Ever 40 amp MPPT solar charge controller and that Jupiter 2000 watt. I got the bus diffuse panel and all that stuff. So yeah, put you together a little mechanic cart, throw some batteries on the bottom. run some panels. Yeah, pretty easy stuff. Let me see. So I've been out all my life. So EC says, I'm trying to increase my strengths and building such. Selvin's Kitchen. Selvin's Kitchen. What's going on, Selvin's Kitchen? Man, it's a lot of new faces, a lot of new names in here, Man, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. My name is Big Mike, man. I'm Silver Stacks Prepper. I normally used to do the Silver Show, man, but I'm a prepper. I used to have a shop up here in Washington State called SHG Coins and Prepper Surplus. And, we sold prepper items, man, and because the people that stack silver pretty much, they want to buy tents and ham radios and Tyvek suits and food buckets and all that stuff. So this person is the same person as the persons that want to get gas masks and everything else. So I saw an opportunity to convert just selling silver to selling everything, and shut it down a while back when I was doing a master's degree, man, and focused more on my career. And the prepper never left out of me. Let me see. Victor Ramos says, Silver Stacks Prepper, your channel goes hard, man. I lost my account. I was black. Oh, Black Silver Staff. There you go, man. He said, I stack silver, food, ammo, and cash, man. I have garden beds, da-da-da-da. Does anyone have a sat phone yet? Is it worth having? Yeah, the satellite phones are, Wanda, the satellite phones are cool to have, man. And so are those, what are they called? They're like hiking GPS systems, man, where you can text your people, man. They connected to the satellites. They like $300-400. Some of them's like 1,000, but 300 to 500 is kind of the lower range of those sat. I guess like what's them phone like sat Blackberries. They for texting. And then if you really lost or you stuck on an island or down in a mountain and you can't get out, you could hit the button and it sends a satellite signal to search and rescue, and they can come get you. You know what I mean? Wherever you at. So, but you can always be located by your people. But yeah, they like 300-400. They kind of like them old school from the 90s, them chirp phones, them Nextel by Boost Mobile and Nextel, them chirp phones. They kind of like that. They got them on Amazon. But the sat phones is cool. I mean, look, here go the Baofeng ham radio with that sat antenna. That's pretty cool. Right. Left farmer. He said, John DeWoo just keep trying to grow stuff. Yeah, right. Exactly. Team Scott, hurricane season just started here in Houston. It's always surprised me when people are not prepared when hurricanes come every year. Yeah, and having an evacuation plan during an emergency like floods and hurricanes and that type of thing is really important to the culture, especially folks in Houston. A lot of us down there, y'all get that weather all the time, man. So having a plan and a meeting place for people, is important. I mean, families should just even snatch up a little $300-400 little canoe, something like that, man, and just just to be ready, man. So having these things are important. Growing some food. But wait, the Silver Black Staff, where are you at? Let's scroll back up here and see if I can find his Victor Ramos. Okay. So the Black Silver Staff channel, Victor, so the Black Silver Staff channel, is that gone or what? You still got that channel, or is it just gone completely and this is the new one? Because I remember I was subscribed to you. You was having some pieces, man, and back when I started my channel, we kind of was going back and forth, supporting one another, man. So shoot me an email, man, with your information, man, so I can make sure that I come and subscribe, man, or let me write that down real quick. Hold on one second, man. Victor Ramos, man, I'm gonna come find you and subscribe, man. Says the way inflation is, prices, everything is now the right season to grow your. Oh, man, I'm trying to told you, man. Man, Led. One more thing, Led. Man, I hate you, man. Look at that. Led, Led, I hate you, man. I hate you, man. Listen, so I had my son put it together, man. We slapped it together real quick, man. We ain't had, it's a 3-gallon one, man. We ain't had a chance to to kind of run it yet, but I definitely will, man. I definitely will, man. Yeah, this was pretty cheap, man. I think this was like $89 for this, man. So y'all don't got one of these, go check out Led Farmer's channel, man. He got one of the Wanda. Me and Wanda got the same kind. Wanda got one too. We was talking the other night, man. Wanda Wu, she got one of these too, man. And so yeah, man, you guys go pick up a distillery, man. Check out Led Farmer, man. He got a video where he made one. Let me see. Did you make your? Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't remember if he made one. No, he made the water purifier with the charcoal and the activated charcoal and the sand and the pea gravel and that type of stuff. Yeah. Y'all check it out if you want to learn how to make one of those. Right. Yeah, that copper one that he had. Yeah, that was a nice one. But yeah, man. And matter of fact, Wanda, we was talking the other night. She got one of them rocket stoves too, man. Same kind, man. Patriot Allen, what's the dealio? What's the dealio, Patriot, man? I appreciate you for stopping through. He's only just still a gallon at a time. Some of that lick her, and not lick her, but liquor. Some of that liquor. Yeah, no, I dig it. That's what they for, man. You know what I mean? That's what they for. That old hoochie coochie. That hoochie coochie. That's what it's for. That hooch. But yeah, you know, in times of in times of need, man, that thing's gonna be real important, man. It's better to just have a little taste of all of it, man. You gotta have a taste of it all to really just be right. You know what I mean? Yeah, to be right, man. You do gotta have a taste of it all. Let me see. So it says, doing some typing. It was like I was trying to put this little plan together. It says, you never know when an emergency or hardship will strike, but you can be sure that at some point in your life you'll have to deal with one. That's the bad news. The good news is there's no need to worry when you have a plan, right? And so having a plan is important, and that's what the mind prepping was about in the title, right? Open your mind, find out where's your area of weakness, man. So I'm gonna try to create a video series, man, where we go through and we try to build 3 main areas to be covered pretty much for any type of disaster, and we'll just kind of do little by little every month, so we can sleep better at night, right? Because we don't want to toss and turn. We ain't with that depression, and I know some of us have it. Some of us experience a little anxiety and depression, and don't really have the necessary, coping mechanism, strategies, and tools to be able to overcome some of these things sometimes, right? So when I'm looking at silver, this is my therapy, man. That's what I do. I play with it, pull it out, touch it. Let it fall in my hand like the slinky, pull it up, let it drop back down. Slinky, a wonderful, wonderful toy. You know what I'm saying? It's fun for girls and boys. Yeah, get you some of this slinky, man. Wanda says, make sure, let me see, just looking for one of those classic bank. Oh, Patriot, hold on, wait a minute. It's Big Mike back at you again with another banger, Dundini, Silver Boys and Girls. This is a special. We're featuring Led Farmer, waiting on Ask I. We got Black Silver Staff up in the house, Wanda Wu, Patriot Allen, and a few other loose ones. If I forgot your name, man, please forgive the game. This is a relaxed fit video. And we're just trying to bring you a service announcement that you need to be prepared. Proper preparations lead to a better performance. Don't let a disaster or something unexpected noodle knock you and bop you upside the head, and you ain't ready. You falling down, stumbling like a drunk man, like a wino, trying to find his way, trying to find his zipper in the alley and can't get it and just wet the whole leg. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you prepared, man. And these Banger Dundinis really gonna keep you moving forward in the game, so you're not unprepared lame, right? You got to get prepared, y'all. You see this basil over here? Now I bought this basil because tomorrow, next time I bought these from the stores for like $3 a piece, man. Home Depot or something had them sitting out there, right? And we just gonna pick them. I'm gonna show y'all how to propagate them, put them in some propagation little stations, man, and make sure that you can grow some roots, man. They grow in a few days, and I'll do some videos, and we'll just leave them sitting over here on the table, and you can see the roots growing and that type of thing, man. So, yeah, we gonna definitely be touching on some good points. He said exactly. Just keep all the old glasses in context. It's a card for That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Wanda, don't try to be funny, man. Now, funny looking is one thing, even though you ain't. But don't try to be funny. Yeah, I told everybody, man, this is my live. I just bought a wall. If me doing a live is like buying a bike in Walmart in the box, and you just don't even look at the instructions. You just start putting that joint together, and then you put the training wheels on, and one is upside down and the other one's on the right way, and you're trying to ride down the street, and then you fix it and you're just kind of wobbling all over the place. That's how my lives are, y'all. That my lives are wobbling, and they kind of wobbling. I'm learning how to do this. Rick, that's right. Rick in here, he say never trust anyone who hasn't had their hands in the soil, man. In the soil. Real talk for the walk, man. That soil is extremely therapeutic, man. That's that eco psychology, man. That's grounding yourself. When you stick your hands in that soil, man, you are grounding yourself with the earth, man. There's nutrients that your pores are taking in, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, when you work with the earth, man. When you work with the earth, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah. So I want to work with people to get a emergency 72-hour emergency kit. Sometimes they known as bug out bags or a bug in bag. It's a kit that'll help you survive for up to 3 days in case you're forced to evacuate or bug in. Kit needs to be portable. Many people put items into a backpack that they can quickly grab on their way out the door. The idea of a short-term kit is that it'll sustain you long enough to get you to shelter or to another safe location, such as a family member's house. The kit is for short-term survival and should include only items that you can carry and use on the move. With that being said, does everybody have a meeting plan, like a meeting location? Even if it's like the local fire station, me and my son, I tell him by hook or by crook, by horse or by force, I'm going to get to you, boy. Don't play with me. I'm going to come across everywhere to get to you. Most High give me power, man, and breath and a heartbeat. I'm going to get there. So having a meeting plan, y'all, is a good place a good starting point. I'm saying I can't tell your lives are lives, bro. Well, I'm glad, man. It's just live, man. It's just, live me, man, whatever it is, man. But I'm glad it's people of like minds in here, man. Really supporting us. We really need to support one another, man. And I'll continue to support you all, man. And yeah, let's just continue to do the same. Make sure that you, my bad. Make sure that y'all grab you one of these Swiss Army knives. Everybody need one of these with some saws and scissors and knives and bottle pops and all that, bottle tops and files and screwdrivers and corkscrews, and make sure that y'all snatch one of them up. Snatch one of them up. That's what it's about, being prepared. Get you some CBs, some radios, some all that stuff. But yeah, you gotta have a meeting place. That's right, Wanda. Gotta have a meeting place. Make sure that your family has a meeting place. How can we be parents or elders and not have a plan for our people? What type of tribe or unit are we leading, right? Are we leading people to their deaths? right? Some people, that's what we doing. We not even prepared. You know, we just let our kids raise themselves, you know, while we at the club or something. Like, you're raising your kid for death. You really are, man. Patriot says we have a plan. If we can't find anybody and can't get home, the plan is to go to Walmart parking lot and hold tight. He said, I use a Leatherman and a Swiss Army knife on steroids. Man, Predator, man, Silver Predator, man. Yeah, you probably done cooked up your own, man, due to all that copper and metal you be pouring, man. You need an anvil. And you need to start beating you some knives and swords together, man. You know, I'd love to see something like that. Rick say, Lead Farmer, life is nothing but chores that you can... Okay, all right then. Come on, somebody feel me. There we go. Yeah, so making sure that you, you got a meeting place for yourself and your family. Think about snow and ice storms that you had in your area. The first thing that happens is that the grocery store gets cleaned out. And that's only for a short-term emergency. In a long-term emergency, just about every type of store will be laid bare. Now, talking about that, the last video I did was about the lessons from Texas. The lessons from Texas. You know, the natural disasters. They just had snow, man. People died, all that type of stuff. So the lessons from Texas was that a lot of the stores, the grocery stores was, man, they shelves was bare for real. For real, though. And then the last little stores that was left, they generators burned out. They couldn't even stay open. They stores was bare. They generators burned out. So people really was out of luck at that point. What do you do when the store's refrigerators burn out? You know what I'm saying? You really got to be self-reliant, man. You need a electric blanket. You need an AC 200P or one of them EcoFlow Rivers or Deltas that's coming out, whatever it is, whatever you can afford. The little Watt Fun, 300 watt solar generator. Even if you get go to Harbor Freight and pay for one of them little $50 jump boxes. They got the little USBs on there. They're 156 watt hours. I forgot the name of it. A Syntec. It's a 3-in-1? Syntec 3-in-1. Check them out. I think they're only like $50. They got a light on it, some USBs, and they last for a long time, man. So make sure that you guys are checking something like that out. Go to Fred Meyer's if you can't afford the big gas mask. Go to Fred Meyer's and get you one of these filters, these masks with the little eye protectants. Wanda said, here it seems like not really as bad as elsewhere, but that ain't stopped me from keeping my foot on the gas. That's right. Smashing for your rations, because ain't no telling where the next one's going to come from. You got to smash. You got to be a beast or a sheep. Either you plugged into the matrix, man, or you done snatched that joint out the back of your neck, man, and you going to keep it moving, man. Come through like a monster. Beast status, Team Scott. Hello, Team Scott. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live. It says, yep, and the lines were super long. Not guaranteed that you'll even get anything. Right, for sure. And my people in LA was telling me lines was around the corner during last year's sickness epidemic, right? Or virus. I don't want to say the word. They might, cut the video off. I don't know what they're doing. They listening to everything anyway. You know what I mean? But that's all right, because you hear my scanner over there. I'm listening to them too. So we can all listen to each other. And we get too closer to start making that noise like the microphones. It's like, that old static. I'm waiting on the ham radio, the big ham radio, and another CB to come in. I need one of them base stations, man. But let me see. We bought 3 Jackery Explorers for the electric and electric blankets. It's surprising how cold the Bay Area gets, man. Bay Area to Yay Area. I know exactly what you mean, Patriot. It's summertime right now, y'all. Prices are low when it comes to the necessities of the things that we need in the winter, because winter's liable to bring us something devastating that you weren't even prepared for. You laid off from your job and have to live without an income for experience of time. Let me see. You don't want to fight with anybody over. Now, these are things I wrote. I picked a survival plan, a 1-year urban survival plan off of a prepper thing, and then I added some stuff to it, kind of creating my own, not reinventing the wheel. I just kind of took their motto and I'm kind of doing my own thing with it. It says you don't want to have to fight people over limited food supplies when an emergency hits. There are plenty of long-term problems that might make a 1-year food supply helpful. So working on a 1-year food supply, get you one of those plastic Craftsman racks for, I think they're like $49. They're like 9 feet, 8 feet tall, the black and with the little yellow ends, or black with the red ends. Get you one of those and just start stacking. Get you a dehydrator or a pressure canner, or just put canned goods on it. Bay Area weather is like here, kind of. Yeah, that's right. Came to win. Ordered the EcoFlow River Flow just the other day to be here tomorrow. That's what's up, man. I got that AC 200P and can't wait to get the battery. They say August 20th the battery will be out, man. That's kind of where I'm at with it, man. I hope it ain't a rack, man. And if they talking about it costs a rack, man, I might have to put that joint on hood layaway at Woolworth, JJ Newberry's. Yeah, Lead Farmer just snatched up. So, he got every name brand solar generator it is. He's real relaxed with them, man. He's getting them, man. But I like the EcoFlow. Do you still get a B key if you already have the distiller? Hold on, wait a minute. Lead Farmer might have to answer that one. Lead Farmer, what's a B key? B key? Well, I don't know what that is. Do you still get a B key if you keep? He said, I can't wait to get my extra AC 200P battery. Answer, amen. Okay, now we in church. He said, that's good. Yeah, Lead Farmer is having a ripple effect in the community, man. He really is, man, and I really appreciate the brother, man. That's what's up, man. Each one teach one, man. Drop a seed, man, and let it sow, and let it and nurture it, man. Try to help people, grow and develop in areas of opportunities of growth, right? With every challenge is a chance to stretch ourselves out of the comfort zone. And what I like to do is just kind of stretch our minds a little bit, Oh, the Berkey water filter. Yeah, I just want to stretch our minds, man. If we can stretch our minds, man, have a good game plan. So anyway, it says one way you can make certain that you have some security is to have a food supply on hand. When you know your family will be fed, it takes a huge burden off your shoulders. And look, talking about that right there. When you know your family will be fed, it takes a huge burden off your shoulders. I told you one of my little baby homies just tried to kill his family, man, because he couldn't provide for him after doing 20 years in prison. He got out and he couldn't bring home some pizza and tampons, man. And he just, it just got all bad. It went all bad for him, man. And now he's sitting in jail. He finna do life. And thank you, Ask Ive Solar. We got Ask Ive Solar in the house. Ask Ive Solar in the house. But yeah, what I was reading, it says when you know your family will be fed, it takes a huge burden. Huge burden. Let's talk about that for a quick second. And mental health takes a huge burden off your shoulders. Plus, you can funnel any money you got into other basic expenses. So a huge burden, right? Providing food for your family when you can't in turbulent economic times is a huge burden, right? And like I said, my friend who he was a youngster under some of us, man, got out and he couldn't do it, and he tried to take their lives, man. 11-year-old little girl and his wife, man. And it's sad when putting food in your kid's mouth and in their stomach is a burden. I don't know if we can just stop and understand that putting food in your stomach can be a burden. That's some deep language right there, man. So making sure that we got a proper preparations, man, to have a plan is extremely important. Extremely important. Let me see. Let me go back up, see if I missed somebody saying something came to win. You can't actually listen, but I'm here to support. That's what's up. Homemade marquee distiller. It's a biological Sanford. Yeah, that's right. It's been life changing. Oh, Wanda, you said what the? Are you serious about what? Thank you for Team Scott. Family food is critical. That's right, Patriot. Family food is critical. Trying to do in a family with 12 kids, right? Food everywhere. Man, that's right. You got the Partridge family, my brother. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep over there. Ronell Aztec vlog. What's the dealio, man? Good to see you in here. Halio Pro, good morning, Team Jack Dunn. Ask how you two, Rick. Wow, 12 kids, right? Ain't that right? Wanda, he got 12. Patriot was talking about that the other day, man. I said, man, you like the Brady Bunch on steroids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so once again, man, just making sure that you got shelter and security for your people, and a tent. And so we had tents, but I want to talk about the new type of tent that I seen. Well, it ain't new, but you guys ever see them people on Alaska living in the wild, and they cut a hole in the ice and they do ice fishing? Man, they got insulated ice tents, ice fishing tents for like 150, 120 bucks, man, for that fit 8, 9 people. And they insulated, mind you, with insulation that pop up in like 60 seconds for like 120, 130 bucks, man. So check out Amazon, man, on those if you need shelter in the farmer. You talking about you saw the ice tent? Yeah, they like 120, 150. I mean, and to be insulated, man, come on, man, that's the truth. You could put that up in your house with the little solar generator and the battery, or the little rocket stove, man, and you are good, man. You are good to go. Yeah, for 9 people, the insulated ice fishing tent is like 139 bucks. And obviously they got the expensive ones like 700 or 1,000 or 500. But yeah, man, you can snatch one up for like 129, 130. And then if you got the little grow tent going, you got them little lights running them off your solar panels and different stuff like that. But you can make a solar heater. 2x6s, them floor joists. Slap you some 2x6s. He said I got about 8 different kinds of tents. I showed a few in our preppers practice video. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all, once again, man, this is Big Mike at Silver Stacks Prepper. I got my training wheels on these lives. I'm a silver stacker, which is why I won't show my face. But like I say, I ain't going to be trying to make too many lefts and act like the feds is watching me because somebody see me at the local Walmart like, hey, ain't you Silver Stacks Prepper? Oh, man, I be watching your channel. And then him and his partner, they in the car trying to follow me home, man. I'm not, so they can get hit with something. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hit nobody with nothing, man. I really ain't trying to hit you with nothing, man. Do yourself a favor and just go and keep it moving, man. Leave me alone, man. You see me and the bear fighting. Help the bear, man. Don't do that. don't do that. But yeah, man, staying prepared, y'all, is what I'm about. That's what this channel's about. My name is Silver Stacks Prepper, so I prep and I stack silver for, I hedge against protection. I'm in the hard assets, alternative solutions, for challenges that life throws our way. As you can see, I got something here for almost everything. You see the little ball, the little toilet paper pills right there. Rocket stoves, Tyvek suits, gas mask. I got real gas masks, Israeli kinds and some other kinds too, man. I got food supplies and live food and silver and prepper tools and copper and distillers and pressure cookers, and I built solar generator carts on big mechanic carts and little mechanic carts. So, I'm dabbling in that solar game, which is how I ran across Ask Ive. So if you got any solar questions, make sure y'all hit up Ask Ive. If you don't know about his channel, Ask Ive is on there. We got a celebrity in the house, Lead Farmer 73. And that 73, I would think that means you're a youngster under me just a little bit. Just kidding with you, my brother, just kidding. But yeah, we got some folks with some knowledge up in here, man. Patriot Allen, a lot of folks in here. Rick, Infed is in here. Black Silver Staff is in here, going as his alias, Victor Ramos. I don't know if that's his name or not, but good to see everybody in here. So considerable items of hygiene and sanitation equipment. Good hygiene and sanitation keeps disease at bay and makes life more comfortable. You can get you one of them Home Depot buckets, put a little toilet lid on there in a bag or some dirt. We ain't gonna run out of dirt, y'all. You can get bags of dirt outside, right outside. You ain't gotta go buy none of that. But yeah, if you run out of water, man, you guys, there's always ways to make this happen. Heaters, you need to be prepared for cold temperature and has at least one area in your home heated. Fuel for cooking food. This can include a variety of methods of food preparation. Defense. Let's say that again. All together. 1, 2, 3. Defense. Defense. You'll need to be able to protect your family and what you stored. Once again, just talking about that. People following us, man, from the store. Different things like that. Or when, the cities. I was talking about getting out of the cities. When you're in the cities, man, and it's gonna be dangerous in the cities. I grew up in the city, and it was dangerous when it wasn't a catastrophe. Being black and living in the black community, we was already in a disaster. You know what I'm saying? We was in a disaster for real already, man. I mean, life was a disaster. We was born into disaster-tude. If that's a word. So just being ready to defend yourself. Let me see, Wanda. She said you can get a drink right out of mud puddles with a live stream. Yeah. You can also chew on some bark. Pop a little piece of bark off, chew on the bark, get some leaves. Just chew on some leaves off a tree. You will get some liquid. You can just go outside and grab a handful of grass and just put it in your mouth and start chewing it. It has liquid in it because the only reason how the grass got there from the dirt was that it had to have water. So it stores water. When it's out of water, it will have the big micro purification tablets on the table. Might want to check them out as well. Yeah, for sure. You see them purification tablets, them aqua tabs. Y'all can pick you up some of these aqua tabs. You can get a bag of like 150 of them for like $10 or something like that. On eBay. But yeah, you guys talking about how do you get water from a natural way. I mean, you could take a PVC pipe and jag at the edges and twist them and connect them with extensions, man, and dig you a well in your yard. But if that's too deep, you probably need about 300 feet of pipe. But if that's too deep, climb a coconut tree and crack one of them. Right. So we ain't got no coconut trees over here on where we at, Wanda. You already know. But yeah, in LA is full of palm trees with them dates, man. I used to have to hate. My grandfather was like, "Get out there and sweep them dates, boy." I used to hate to sweep them dates. I'm like, why don't we get rid of these damn palm trees? Las Vegas was trying to buy them in the 80s. They was coming through to my, we'll give y'all $10,000 a tree. He ended up selling them. Just some big truck came and bought all the palm trees off the block. You know what I mean? They was coming to buy up black people palm trees, blacks and Mexicans palm trees. They like, man, we gotta have them for Vegas, man. But yeah, you can just go outside, man, and suck on some leaves, chew and bite on some leaves, get some liquids out of them. There's plenty of water around when it ain't no water. Like, for real. You just got to look at everything green that had to have water to even become green. And once you see something that's green, you know it had water in it. you chew it, you're gonna get some liquid. So yeah, my answer to that question is, what do you do? Somebody posted a question: what do you do to get water when there ain't none from a natural resource? Eat some grass. Eat some grass. Suck on some bark. Suck on some bark, man. Society can break down in 9 meals. For real. For real. But my society, my secluded society inside my home ain't gonna break down. We gonna have 90 meals, 100 meals. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we good. We good. We gonna continue to make meals, man. I'm working towards a year of food being put away. We need a year. Let me see. I'm sure I missed some. I can't get everything, all the questions or all the comments, but what was that, Nick? Yeah, that was to your question, Nick Leonard. Yeah, appreciate you for being here, man. Never seen you, my brother, but thank you. Patriot says another trick for water is hot water heaters in abandoned houses. Typically, that's right. So the water in there will work in some of the neighborhoods I used to. Right, exactly. There are hot water heaters, and there is water in them hot water heaters. They may even be rusty, but as long as you got electricity, you can boil them. And when something happens, and you know that the water or something's finna happen, and let's say the water goes out, man, just fill up your bathtub, man. Pull the stopper and fill up your bathtub. It's gonna drain the hot water tank, and then leave it in there, and then work it slowly, man. Work it slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. It's already been treated. I still would boil it anyway just because it's in the bathtub. But the fact that, the hot water tank is full, I think 60 gallons, whatever size your tank is, man, go on and fill up that tub. Man, call it a day, man, and just kind of sparingly use that water. Yeah, sparingly use that water. So other problems, considerations you should have is light and power. How will you see at night and power your equipment? Communication. How will you communicate with others? Well, for me, y'all see right here, I got the ham radio. Oh, let me get this. Where is my Faraday cage? Let me see. Alvin Martinez, welcome to the live show, man. It's just Big Mike, my little training wheels, man. I got a training wheels live happening right here, man, for those of us that are new in the prepping community. Can learn from somebody like me who's, I'm barely new. It's probably been maybe 10 years since I've been in the mindset of this, building aquaponic systems, growing fish. I've done a lot of things, over the years. Keep ice from water I filter. Instead of storing bottled water, I store ice. Yeah, you use ice because you do the silver pouring. You pour copper and you let your pieces melt in ice, man, and that's what's up. What's up, Makiba Anderson? It says from Marion, South Carolina. Okay, everybody, shout out your city and state. Where are you at? I'm currently up north of Seattle, Washington, man, up near the Canadian border. It's beautiful out here, man. It is beautiful out here. City called Bellingham, Washington, north of Seattle. That's right. Everybody give a warm welcome to everybody new. But yeah, shout out your city and your state, man. Where is everybody at? What type of disasters is your city used to? I know growing up in California, we had the earthquake drills. We had drive-by drills too in school. Future Layers, man, I ain't seen you. Future Layers, what's going on in Montreal, Canada? What type of disasters do you have in your area, and are you ready for the type of most common disasters, right? I mean, there's factual, probable situations that happen, and then there's folks that are like the doomsdayer, right? They think the whole world's gonna end, and it may one day, right? But I can't be ready for that, because if the clouds crack and the Most High come back, and either you're ready or you're not, and I feel that I'm ready. There's nothing else we can do if somebody hit a nuclear bomb and it hit right where I'm at. Throw on one of these suits and try to get underground. Amber, what's up, Amber? How are you? Health Chick, Never seen you before in Virginia. That's what's up. 47. Is that rolling? Like rolling? Like neighborhood rolling? Or just 47 rolling? Either way, it's all good. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, okay, shalom. Shalom. There we go. Okay. From Amber, that's right. That's right. One of your brothers is here. I'm your brother. It says, I'm a new sub. And Amber, you don't have too many what? Right, good question. Patriot, Bay, Oakland. So yeah, you got the earthquake. You on that fault line, Patriot. Now, Patriot, you trying to do like me. You trying to Wanda, oh, Wanda, shut up. See, y'all, Wanda, she's funny, man. Patriot, you trying to do, or you, I'm trying to get 20 acres, y'all. That's my plan, is to get 20 acres, man. Live self-sufficient. Run me a nice little food forest, that type of thing. But yeah, Patriot, you going to the growing in California, I know about that them wildfires and earthquakes. But where are you going? You finna get 20 or 40 acres or something? You trying to get some land or something like that? You moving out of that old Bay Area? Amber, where you at? You say natural disasters. What kind, with tornadoes and hurricanes and where you at? Grow it, eat it. There you go. That's what's up. Welcome, grow it, eat it. I like to grow it and eat it too. Miami. Georgia. Right, Patriots, you see that, man? We got some family growing, man. We growing, man. We growing. Thank you, son, for bringing me some water, man. I appreciate that. Big Apple Stacker. What's going on, Big Apple? Good to see you, man. Kiwa Anderson said lots of rainstorms. Do you guys get that heavy thunder? The kind that sounds like it's coming from far off and then it just cracks the soul out your body? You got that type of thunder, that rolling thunder. Yeah, Patriot's getting that, he said getting a homestead in Indiana, 19 acres. There you go, Patriot, man. That's the dealio, my brother. That is the dealio right there, man. I know you can't wait to put some work. Oh, she got the rolling thunder. Oh, my gosh. That's that stuff that knocks the soul out your body. That body thunder. Kumsta Alvin. Let me see. I ain't see that. Well, hello. Jonda has already seen you. That we giving a wave to you, So yeah, it says one of the biggest obstacles that keep individuals and families from doing what's needed for survival is the feeling of being overwhelmed. Let's say that again. One of the biggest obstacles that families and individuals have that stop them from, survival prepping is the feeling of being overwhelmed. There is a lot to gather and store. So how do you get started? How did you guys get started prepping? I can get technical and show y'all, the SWOT analysis. I know a lot of folks. I'm gonna refer to that throughout the live. But how did you guys get started prepping? What was it? What was the light that came on for you that even made you get started to do this? Peter Smith, top of the day to you, my friend. Scared of sugar, honey, iced tea out you. Yeah, that thunder ain't no joke. First thing I'm going to do is set up my own firing right at whoever crosses the line. Real talk. Those of you that can't own guns, Get you a crossbow. Yeah, get you a crossbow. I got a nice one. Get you a pepper ball, guns. You know, all types of stuff, man. All types of stuff. Some of that hot lead. I'd rather be caught with it than without it. Lead Farmer, some good advice. You know, it said what got people to the question. He answered, and I said, what got people started prepping? You know, how can you get started even though it can seem like it's overwhelming? It's a lot of stuff. People might look at the table and say, man, that's a lot of stuff, but that ain't even a sprinkle of what it is that I got. So I got racks and racks of stuff. I got stuff buried throughout the state. Like, I mean, so it's I love it, man. But it can seem overwhelming, you know, and do like, you know, I bought these two, for example, I bought these 2 food containers from ReadyWise, right? 30-day supplies of 3 meals each day. So it's 90 meals in there, right? In these 2. $150. So me and my son bought this black one. It's a black one right here. We got it filled with bags of rice. We took them and put them in Ziploc bags. I got to get one of them sealers. That's something I don't got. Everybody don't have everything. But we put them in, he said start stacking it up and changing it. No, great. That's right. That's right. Y'all got to check out Lead Farmer. But we started with just a little $5 bucket with the yellow top, little $5 bucket. We put oatmeal in it, rice. You can go to the dollar store every payday and just spend $5 at the dollar store and start filling up one of those black containers. You can buy that at Home Depot or a $5 bucket from Lowe's or Home Depot. Go to the dollar store and get a dollar bucket, right? And just spend $5 every payday. By the time a month comes, you're going to have 10, 15 items, man. 10 items, you know. I mean, you got to start somewhere, man. But proper preparations leads to a better performance. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's that simple. Without a coach, the team will lose. Some teams is just good enough to make it on their own, depending on where you come from, right? If you come from the gutter, you know how to pull yourself up out the mud, you're going to be all right. You can drop me off in Egypt in a hot peanut butter suit in the dust with no water, and I'm going to squeeze blood out of a turnip. I mean, I'm going to make it happen, Captain. I don't care what it is. Let me see. Grammy Yacht. Grammy Yacht. There we go. How you doing, Miss Grammy Yacht? All praises to the Most High, and thank you for coming. She said I had to buy a trailer. Right, exactly. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, y'all. Almost knocked my little stand down. So let me see. You know, you could, as far as the Nick Leonard, as far as you could add some of these aqua tabs to the water, but you also can throw a little aerator in it. Buy you a little, you could buy a little pump, little fish pump, and throw it in there and just kind of let it circulate every now and then, or the air bubbles. You can throw a little from a little fish store somewhere. Go somewhere and buy you a little air. What they call them, y'all? A little air bubbler. What's the name of them things, man? I forgot the name. Little air bubbler. Throw one of them little air bubblers that be in the fish tanks. Throw one of them in there. Slap you some aqua tabs in there. Little droplet of some bleach. You know, look up a YouTube video or something like that. Don't listen to me. Once again, hold on. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a life advisor. I'm just somebody here with obviously a few hobbies that think I know what I'm doing, and I just want to support the community in their growth and development of preparing and prepping and growing. You know, life ain't no joke, man. Right. It says, so let me get back to that. There's a lot to gather and store, and how do you even get started? It might seem easier to just put it on the back burner and think about it later, but when an emergency comes, it will be too late. That's true. Emergency comes and you're not prepared, it'll already be too late. You will not be able to prepare yourself immediately and speak like Ask Ive says. You won't be able to prepare yourself like ASAP Rocky. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to do it ASAP Rocky. You will you'll be struggling. So right now, like Lead Farmer say, just start around your house, man. Just take 4-5 string beans and corns and a couple boxes of macaroni and a bag of spaghetti and put them in a $1 bucket from the dollar store. You know, and then the next thing you got a whole bucket full of stuff. And then just keep filling up the little buckets. You know, you get paid, you don't make that much. You get you some, you go to the dollar store, man, and you spend $2. You know, even if you only can spend $1.50, man, you know, dollar with tax. Get one item every payday, man, every week if you can. But that's what it's about. So your mental health. So once again, I'm going to kind of reiterate this. Pedro says, hey, Nick, I keep about 45-gallon jugs put back at there, tightly sealed, keep out of the sun. They can last for about a year. I rotate them out, so I'm not sure how long they last beyond that. Right. I mean, and all you got to do is boil it. You know, just boil you some water. Just boil your water. No matter how long it sits, just boil it. Just boil it. You know, let it sit for 10 years. It don't matter. Pull it out, put it on the pot, boil it. You know, get you a rocket, one of them rocket stoves, and just boil it. Let me see if we got some questions or something going on. Oh, 47 running. Okay, yeah. There you go, 47. I started stacking precious metals and got into prepping for there. Yeah, Patriot, me too, man. You know, I started stacking and prepping and just, you know, and all that. I mean, you know, I started in the streets actually a long time ago, prepping with the defense side of things. But let me see. Mega says, love watching Lady Lead and Lead Farmer 73. Peter Smith said 2008 financial crisis killed my industry construction for a time, and this thing be moving. Taught me about frugality and preparedness. That's right. Get a bucket and fill it with as many items as you got. That's right, Lead Farmer, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, Patriot, and I'm with you, nigga. You got a lot to learn from Lead Farmer. That's right. People begin in prep, but they just don't know it. Example, you in South Carolina, you automatically prep for hurricane prevention. Yeah, and Melissa, well, anyway, I thought that was my kid. Melissa, welcome. Waving virtually to you. A lot of people, you know, they hate that word prepper. It makes you think of doomsday people, you know, people who doom and gloom. And that's not what we're about. You know, I like to say all the time, man, it's like Motel 6. We leave a light on. I'm trying to be the light. But the light has to have a plan to have energy to continue to burn that light, right? So you can't just be a light without a backup plan. You got to have a backup plan. Air pump, there you go. You got to have a backup plan. And a lot of people think being a prepper is, you know, some weirdness or something, you know. But everybody with a toothbrush is a prepper. I said this on one of my other videos. If you got a toothbrush, you're a prepper. Because you're preparing to get up in the morning and to scrape some of that hot fire off your tongue that then settled overnight, so you don't get up and blow the face off of somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't brush them teeth, you're gonna blow the face off somebody. So you definitely will be a prepper if you got a toothbrush. If you got a car jack in your car, you're a prepper. You know, when you're a parent, you're a prepper. Because if your kid fall down and scrape his knee up, you mean you ain't got a Band-Aid? You're a prepper, right? I mean, so it's not about doom and gloom and depression and all that type of stuff, man. It's about being a light and shining a light in the pathway for people that didn't realize that the light existed. You know, sometimes people is in such a dark place, it's hard to make it to the next day. You got to be diligent and dig deep. And just persevere through things. You know what I mean? You gotta make it. You gotta make it. And I just want to be a light for my people so they actually can make it. Life is, let me see, it could be, don't be ashamed to hit the local food banks. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Camping is a good skill to have. It is a good skill to have. And it is a skill, you know, because you learn a lot of stuff when you out in the woods and you can't go to the stove and crack that little button and hear that boom. Yeah, ain't no gas, ain't no electric. You got to figure it out, you know, and that's where the rocket stove come again. Once again, y'all get you a rocket stove. Yeah, they pretty little baby, but all it is a little baby barbecue grill. One of them little round baby barbecue grills, but it's good. They more, you know, you can carry them around a little easier. But yeah, prepping may seem a little overwhelming to people, but you know, don't put it on the back burner. Just do it. Next thing you know, you've been taking many actionable baby steps to realize that you've actually reached some goals. You know, set some small goals. Right. Yeah. I was watching who was I watching? I was watching somebody and they said they did what was it, a 12-hour thing. What was it where you turn your power off for 12 hours and then you just see how the things that you grow accustomed to, you see how you know your body, your mind your frontal lobe starts telling you that you require these things. Like, just turn it on. Like, ain't nobody looking. Why did you send yourself through this 12-hour ordeal? You know you need to microwave. You know you need to. You know you need to go in the refrigerator and do something. Nah, man, I'm a prepper. I don't need none of that. So yeah, just sacrificing your time, making your body stretch, making your mind stretch to be able to get off the couch and not be a fat ass with a bag of chips, and actually do something. Go for a walk, exercise. You know, get your mind together, get your mind right. So yeah, I had a tool. Let me see. So yeah, mind prepping, y'all. That's what we was talking about. Mind prepping, preparing your mind. The other problem is that people face is financial. For most people, it's not possible to purchase everything they need at once. If you have a limited budget, you might feel unable to get the disaster survival items you need. So long-term storage, shelter, security, a goal for the month that leads to more prepared lifestyle. Each section explains how you can do this. So yeah, we're going to start going over, a 72-hour emergency kit. How many people got go bags or stay in bags? Everybody out there got a go bag? In the winter, don't turn the heat off and see how you went. Right. And that's where the electric blankets come in. Wanda says in the winter, don't turn off the heat. Get right. Also, center blocks. Yeah. Grow it, eat it. We've been without power for at least 3 weeks here in Miami after the hurricane. Man. So grow it, eat it. I know you got some sort of solar generator, backup batteries. You got something going on, right? To be without power for 3 weeks, man, that got to be hard. That's a test right there, boy. 3 weeks? You be boiling water real quick. Sure do. I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Yeah, Alone and Alone 2. Me and my son just watched Alone. Is that the one? Wait, is that the one where you got to be quiet? Or them screaming things, them screaming things that come get you? Is that Alone? I can't remember. Alone. That's the one, right? Where the people is, you got to be quiet. You can't do no talking, or they'll come get you. Alone is on, I think I seen it on Amazon Prime. Oh, she said it's a show to see how long you can survive in the wild. Okay, yeah. Patriot Allen said, yep, I got to go or get home back. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that other one, Lev Farmer talked about the Book of Eli the other day. That's a good one. But Alone and Alone 2, both of them some good movies. The movie where you got to be quiet, the world shut down, these beasts came, and you had to make it, man. You had to make something out of nothing. Yeah, Alone with I didn't know that she was talking about that one. 3 weeks will make a person think and shrink. Rick, I feel you. It'll make you think and shrink. Real talk, man. Real talk. 3 weeks without some, you'll definitely be thinking. And that's the thing, because we all have that primal side to our thinking, right? I mean, we have that, that intelligent side, that humanistic side, but then we got that primate. Like, me just gotta have sex now, or me gonna take this tree and chop this tree down and build me house. You know what I'm saying? That fight or flight kicks in, man, and you definitely gonna know what to do. Oh yeah. Wanda said, I bet you get creative after those 3 weeks. For sure. You be the thought of all kind. If people sitting up playing games all day, man. Some of them games, teach you how to be creative and make it, man. But for people that just waste their time on the couch and watching TV, yeah, you'll get real primate real quick. Movie Bird Box. Okay, Grammy, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Y'all make sure when y'all get a chance, check out Grammy, y'all got a channel. Wanda does the mukbang, but she do that real estate too. She ain't got no channel about the real estate, but it's Jonda who she does that the little mukbang, cooking food, eating food. Y'all check her channel out. But Silver Predator Casting got a channel where he's pouring silver. He's heating it up, he's pouring it in molds, this type of stuff. He's pouring silver bars and copper bars and different stuff like that. This is a 20-ounce bar, so he's pouring big bars and stuff like that. Look at that. I bet Silver Lead like that 10-ounce, 50 cal. They say that'll kill a vampire or something. What is it? Yeah, but Amber Lilies, I like your melt and pour soap. Hold on, wait, Amber, you got a channel, Amber? Everybody that got channels, shout your channel out, man. Shout your channel out. If you got a channel, I want everybody to promote themselves right now. On go. 1, 2, 3, go. Hit him with a banger Dundini. Yeah, put your show out there. Everybody know Lev Farmer. We know Lev Farmer. Everybody. Ask Ive Solar's in here. Check him out. But yeah, y'all, man, type. Say if you got a channel, say I do. And if it's the name of the channel that your name is, then just say I do. If not, list your channel. Are you awake too? Shalom, shalom, peace to you. But yeah, if you got a channel, shout your channel out. Yeah, making soap. Yeah, that's got to be cool. Grammy Yacht, there we go. Grammy Yacht listening, man. I'm like, if y'all got a channel, shout your channel out. This is a way to get your channel's growing, man. Let's all help each other. Are you awake to have 3 small videos? Okay, I mean that's where we at. If that's where we at with it, that's where we at with it, y'all. I only been doing this on here for like 3 months. I've been prepping and stacking silver for like 10 years, but I'm saying I've only had a channel for like maybe 3-4 months, something like that. Okay, so to jump back on the ain't nobody shouting their channel out, so we're gonna move on past that. Let me see here. So a personal tool. Uh-oh. Talking about my battery's dying. What kind of junk is that? Hold on, y'all. It's all Wanda's fault, man. Bring me that Watt Fun over there. Bring me that charge controller. Bring me the Watt Fun. Not that. Yeah. Talking about 10%. How this thing go down so fast? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to charge up this this little machine here on the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I want to go over a quick little tool for y'all to make sure that you can check out your areas that need to be prepped. It's called a SWOT analysis, right? You just draw a line here, SWOT, SWOT. That stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You list your strengths here. You list the weaknesses here, your opportunities here, and your threats here. And what this does is allows you to see areas in your prepping toolbox or in your life or your business that needs to grow, right? So you want to, whatever you list in here that's a weakness to you in your area or a threat, you want to turn these to opportunities and strengths. And the same thing here. You want to turn the weaknesses into strengths. You want to turn the threats into strengths. You want to turn them all. You want to turn this side to this side. And it's called a SWOT analysis. They teach this in business, organizational development, that type of thing. So if you want to create a business and you really don't know yourself, like, well, what can I do? How can I create a business and become self-sufficient for me and my family? Or how many of you guys got entrepreneurial spirits? You know what I mean? So you got to do something like this to realize that you just as I like you're making soft tofu soup. Yeah, you know, you got to do something like that to make sure that you realize that you do have business skills. And check out the areas of your prepping abilities, your prepping skills, to see what areas need to grow. And yeah, I mean, you know, so I'm gonna call it a day. I just wanted to touch base and talk about some of these things. So let me just recap real quick. Couple pieces, areas that you should consider is hygiene and sanitation equipment. Good hygiene and sanitation keeps diseases at bay and makes your life more comfortable in a grid down or some sort of disaster situation. Heaters, you need to be prepared for cold temperatures and have at least one area in your home that's heated. We was talking about an ice fishing tent that you can get. Grab you an ice fishing tent. They're only like $129. They are insulated. They're like $129 on Amazon. Get you an electric blanket. Fuel for food and cooking. I mean, that you can get you one of these rocket stoves right here. A little baby barbecue grill. Defense, you'll need to be able to protect your family and what you've stored. If that looks like a pepper ball gun for some that can't get guns, or it looks like a AK or AR-15 or a crossbow, you know, or something like that. They make the crossbows, man, on the AR-15 rails, them sniper crossbows, man, so get some of them. Light and power, how will you see, how will you charge your equipment? Communication, and for me, I got a AC 200P Blue Eddy, and I got a Watt Fun 300. Let me see. We got hey, Coin Hound, how are you, my friend? Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Ricky and Fed said hit the like button. Man, I appreciate the love, y'all. I really appreciate the love. I'm just trying to get the channel out so I could help people, man. Communication, another piece that you need to make sure that you're looking out for is communication. How will you communicate with others? If the grid goes down and you and your family are across town, how you going to communicate if the phones are down? Well, grab you one of them little ham radios with the little sat antenna. Grab you a little ham radio. Them is $25 on Amazon. It is the UVR5 or UV5R, one of the two. $25 ham radio. You can talk off repeater towers. It says, and hopefully when you're prepared in these areas, you'll feel much more safe and secure. And with this strong foundation, you'll be able to continue to add to your supplies and to your wealth of knowledge and skills. And once again, I just want to tell everybody, make sure that you stay encouraged. Don't fall for the doomsday tricks. Don't be fed by the fire of the news and all that stuff. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Don't worry about what the news is talking about. Just already be ready. So once again, for those that are struggling financially and can't really afford a lot of the things that they see on the table, just start off at the dollar store. Go buy you a dollar bucket. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do. I'll show you how to get started. And I can show you better than I can tell you. So tomorrow or so, or by Friday or something, I'll pop on and I'll make sure that I have a dollar store bucket with a few items in it. Show you my receipt. Show you how much I paid for it. And just show you how to get started, man. Because anybody could do this. I want everybody to be resistant to any type of financial collapse, economic collapse, grid down situation, natural disaster, economic disaster. I want you to be prepared. A lot of people don't understand precious metals. You can get precious metals, something like this, for $30. This is a 1 ounce of silver. This actually is a silver Britannia. 1 ounce of silver, pure silver, of silver Britannia. You guys can go pick that up at a local coin shop. You guys know I'm a stacker, a prepper. But make sure that you don't lose it. You keep your mental health in point. Keep your mental health in point. A community that prays together, stays together. Those that don't believe in a higher power, I don't know what to tell you. I believe in the Most High God. I believe that me and my people are in a struggle. We're in a battle for our lives. And I just want to make sure, that and tell your kids when you get pulled over, those of us that are Black, Hispanic, Native American, when you get pulled over, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't try to play this First Amendment auditor crap. What reason you got to pull me over? Man, you're going to get your whole noodle knocked. If you don't shut up and sit down somewhere and be a black kid, they don't respect black kids like that. You can't get to talking to the police about, what was your reasonable, articulable suspicion for pulling me over? Man, you're going to get your whole head towed back for real. So make sure that you, you got black kids, or any type of kids of minority descent, that you make sure you tell them to keep their hands on the steering wheel. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Stay prayed up and develop your plan to move forward. I appreciate y'all and thank you for stopping by.